The WWE Intercontinental Championship is a professional wrestling championship created and promoted by the American professional wrestling promotion, WWE, on the SmackDown brand, along with the WWE United States Championship on the Raw brand. It is one of WWE's secondary titles, although generally contested in the midcard at WWE shows. It was defended in the main events of WrestleMania VI, SummerSlam in 1992, the 3rd and 8th In Your House events, and Backlash in 2001. It has been called a stepping stone to the WWE World Championship. The current champion is The Miz, who is in his 5th reign. Etymology: the term Intercontinental in the title originally referred to North and South America. In 1985, the belt design changed, the center plate now centered on the Atlantic Ocean, in a map including Western Africa and Europe. On April 10, 1989, the championship was first defended outside of North America by Rick Rude against the Ultimate Warrior in Milan, Italy. On March 30, 1991, Mr. Perfect made the first Asian defense against the Texas Tornado at a WWF co-promotion with Super World of Sports in Tokyo, Japan. It first came to Africa on April 6, 1997, when champion Rocky Maivia pinned Savio Vega in Durban, South Africa. Shelton Benjamin made the first Australian defense on April 7, 2006, pinning Gene Snitsky in Brisbane. History: WWF North American Heavyweight Champion Pat Patterson became the inaugural champion on September 1, 1979. It was said he had unified his title with the South American Heavyweight Championship in a tournament in Rio de Janeiro, although both the tournament and South American Championship were entirely fictional. On October 17, 1999, Chyna became the only woman to hold the Intercontinental Championship by defeating Jeff Jarrett at No Mercy. Following the World Wrestling Federation's purchase of World Championship Wrestling in March 2001, the title was unified with the WCW United States Championship at Survivor Series, causing the United States Championship to become inactive. The United States champion Edge defeated the Intercontinental champion Test. In 2002, after the first brand extension had begun, Raw General Manager Eric Bischoff began consolidating his brand's singles championships. On July 22, 2002, he announced that the Intercontinental Championship would be unified with the European Championship in a ladder match, which saw Intercontinental Champion Rob Van Dam defeat European Champion Jeff Hardy. On August 19, 2002, Bischoff made a 6-minute gauntlet match for the Hardcore Championship, with the winner facing Van Dam in a second unification match the next week on Raw. Tommy Dreamer successfully retained his title in that match, but lost to Van Dam in a Hardcore match the next week. As a result of the victories over Hardy and Dreamer, the Van Dam is regarded as the last European and Hardcore champion in WWE history. These were his first and 4th reigns with those respective titles. Bischoff, however, was not done. On September 30, 2002, he announced that there would be one more unification match. In this match, the Intercontinental Championship would be unified with the recently created World Heavyweight Championship, which had been awarded to Triple H by Bischoff following the decision by SmackDown General Manager Stephanie McMahon to make reigning undisputed WWE Champion Brock Lesnar and his title exclusive exclusive property of her show. The match took place at No Mercy the following month and saw Triple H defeat Intercontinental Champion Kane, making him the sole male singles champion of the Raw brand. On May 5, 2003, Bischoff's now Raw co-general manager, Stone Cold Steve Austin, announced live on Raw, over Bischoff's objections, that he was reactivating the Intercontinental Championship and that any former champions on the Raw roster were eligible to enter a battle royale at Judgment Day for the title. Christian won the Battle Royale to claim the championship and restore a secondary singles title for Raw wrestlers to compete for, and giving the brand a total of 4 championships, which included the World Heavyweight Championship and the former WWF Tag Team Championship, which was renamed the World Tag Team Championship. Eventually WWE would do the same thing for SmackDown and created a separate set of titles for that brand. For its secondary title, SmackDown reactivated the United States Championship that had been unified with the Intercontinental Championship in 2001, placing the WWE name on it while claiming the lineage of the old WCW title of the same name. During the 2009 WWE Draft on April 13, 2009, reigning champion Rey Mysterio was drafted to SmackDown, making the Intercontinental Championship exclusive to that brand. On October 2, 2011, at Hell in a Cell, Cody Rhodes introduced a modified version of the classic belt design with the white strap, with an added modern WWE scratch logo and other embellishments. The first brand extension would end on August 29, 2011, and the title could be defended on both Raw and SmackDown. On August 18, 2014, the Intercontinental Championship belt design was updated with the new logo in place of the long-standing scratch logo. On May 31, 2015, the championship was contested for in an Elimination Chamber match for the first time. In July 2016, WWE reintroduced the brand extension and a draft took place on the premiere episode of SmackDown Live on July 19, 2016. Intercontinental Champion The Miz was drafted to SmackDown, but was scheduled to defend the title against Raw draftee Darren Young just days later at Battleground. The Miz retained his championship by double disqualification, making the championship exclusive to SmackDown. In the early 2010s, WWE was criticized for the scripting of the Intercontinental Champions. In 2013, Darren Guttridge of ProWrestling.net wrote that the title has proven an albatross for the past decade, with almost all title holders doomed to tread water, usually only beating people decisively when the title is on the line. The albatross metaphor was also used to describe the title in 2014 by James Caldwell of Pro Wrestling Torch, while Dave Meltzer of The Wrestling Observer said that that the IC title isn't booked to mean much. Various commentators in 2014 and 2015, including from the Baltimore Sun, Rolling Stone, Winsider and ProWrestling.net, have pointed out that the Intercontinental Champion often loses non-title matches, while Mike Tedesco of WrestleView questioned how Intercontinental Champions losing too much bullshit supposed to bring prestige to the Intercontinental Championship. Brand designation history. Following the brand extension on March 25, 2002, all titles in WWE became exclusive to either the Raw brand or SmackDown brand. The following is a list of dates indicating the transitions of the Intercontinental Championship between the Raw and SmackDown brands. The brand extension was discontinued on August 29, 2011, but was revived on July 19, 2016. reigns. The inaugural champion was Pat Patterson, who, as the WWF North American Champion in September 1979, was also declared South American Heavyweight Champion after winning a fictitious tournament in Rio de Janeiro. Patterson unified the two championships into the Intercontinental Championship. There have been 78 different champions. Chris Jericho has the most reigns with 9. Pedro Morales held the championship for a record total of 619 days, and the Honky Tonk Man had the longest uninterrupted reign at 454 days, from June 2, 1987 until August 29, 1988. Dean Douglas had the shortest reign at just 13 minutes 52 seconds. Chyna is the only woman in WWE history to win the title. The youngest champion was Jeff Hardy, who won the championship at 23 years old, while the oldest champion was Ric Flair, who won the championship at Unforgiven in 2005 at the age of 56. There have been 10 vacancies throughout the title's history. The current champion is The Miz, who is in his 5th reign. He won the title on the April 4, 2016 episode of Raw in Dallas, Texas by defeating Zack Ryder, who had just won the championship the night before at WrestleMania 32.